And Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash, of honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching and truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, The Sword Can Only Be Drawn by the Elect. Lord will, you are edified. This is a reference from the movie entitled King Arthur. Lord will, you are edified.
In a brothel on a bridge in Londinium, the sword can only be drawn by Uther.
The sword can only be drawn by Uther Pendragon. From a spiritual standpoint, the sword can only be drawn by Yahushua.
Pendragon, or his direct.
Or his direct heir. And Lord will, we are the hopeful elect. We are direct heirs of Yahweh and Yahushua.
Heir. You felt it, didn't you? The power.
And through the access of Yahushua, we feel the power of the Holy Scriptures once that sword is drawn from that rock. Let's begin in Ephesians 6 and 17 to prove that the Scriptures is symbolic for a sword. Ephesians 6 and 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Second precept for further proof, Psalm 149 and verse 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. This word is symbolically a sword. And remember, I stated we come through the lineage of Yahushua. Colossians 1 and 15. Who is the image of the invisible power? The invisible power referring to the Most High. And who is the image referring to Yahushua? The firstborn of every creature, and that's literal. And from a spiritual sense, we were created by Yahushua through the will of the Most High. And therefore, we are Yahushua's spiritual offsprings. Now remember, the sword can only be drawn by Yahushua or his direct heirs. And this was the will of the Most High. Remember, John the 17th chapter. The Most High, Yahweh, cherry-picked, elected individuals for Yahushua. Revelation 5 and 5. And one of the elders said unto me, John, the Revelator, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, referring to Yahushua, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book. Yahushua had drawn the sword out of that rock, okay? Has prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And because of this glorious act Yahushua did at the allotted time, the elected individuals are able to pull out that sword from that rock. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High, sent forth into all the earth. And through Yahushua, we are able to pull that sword out of that rock. You can't get around it. And also, it must be at the allotted time we're able to pull out that sword. Everything is predestined, okay? And all of this comes from the will of Yahweh through his son, Yahushua. Matthew 13 and verse 11, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. And he was explaining to the disciples why he spoke in parables. The he referring to Yahushua. Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. We are the only ones that can pull the sword out of the rock. Last precept, Matthew 28. Let me start at verse 18. And Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying, and the them, referencing the disciples, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. See, Yahushua was able to pull that sword out of the rock. Okay. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, Israelites, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son. Do you see how important the names are? And of the Holy Spirit. Verse 20. Teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you, and lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. The end of Esau's world. And Yahushua is with us. How do we know? Because we are able to pull the sword out of the rock and feel that power through the Holy Spirit regarding understanding the mindset of our Father Yahweh. Lord will, you are edified. Shalom.